need your power. My country is in the east of Africa. For your vacation, come. It's paradise. Don't worry about the money, go. Long as the price. In the east of Africa. In the east of Africa. Girls and friendship, bet you will find that it's good hospitality, the peace of mind.
Let's start with the historical background of the museum. How did it start? When did it start?
Well, it goes back to half a century. The start was at Arat Kilo, one could say, when University of Addis Ababa College established in 50s, early 50s. Then the students started collecting items from their birthplaces. That is sort of the initial part of our museum, but formally it started in 1963 when the old palace, the Kanatalul Palace, transformed from power center to knowledge center. In 1963, this building, the palace itself, became Institute of European Studies, and then it has still has three main components: research, library, and the museum. Museum started with ethnographic materials, such as I told you, with the students' collection, and by in late 60s. We started moving from ordinary ethnographic materials to art pieces. At that time, the tourists started coming in. Some of our old pieces start trickling out of the country, and because of that, concerned individuals established Society of Friends of Ethiopian Studies. That society really helped us a lot in safeguarding our heritage. So they started competing with flowing tourist market of the day, and saved as far as they can.
In our museum, particularly in this floor, we do have two types of exhibition. One is permanent exhibition, which is now entitled From Childhood to Death, and the other one is temporary exhibition. Currently, I am standing in the gateway of our permanent exhibition entitled From Childhood to Death. In this permanent exhibition, we want to show for the visitors mainly the life cycle of birth, adulthood, and death. So in this particular showcase, we are showing the inner part of the false banana. In Hadia, you might aware that Ethiopia is inhabited by many ethnic groups, and the Hadia people in this part of Ethiopia, when mother will be pregnant, 7 months pregnant, her neighbors will collect this soft tissue from false banana so that when the baby will be delivered, she can deliver on this soft tissue. It has water in it, and it is uterine straw. This is the indigenous knowledge of our community in these parts of Ethiopia. So after the birth of the child, when the child grows, when he becomes 5-6 years, he starts creating to play different games. He starts to creating in any material available around him. It can be a ball, it can be anything yet what we are seeing here, and often this will inspire the future talent of this child. He will be a designer, he will be an artist, he will be a mathematician, based on the activities he mainly deal with, and it will be a hobby in the future, and this will shape his future mind. We include this Jitoni. Every of us know Jitoni, that it is not made in Ethiopia, but you'll find this from Aksum to Yabelo. It become part and parcel of our culture. Thanks for globalization, many items are joining us and become suddenly part of our life. So we include this as well. And in this period of time, childhoods, children's, they often are spending many of their times in playing. So these are our traditional game. We call it this gabata. This 13 whole gabatas are mainly located in Konso, and many users play this gabata and spend hours and hours, and playing gabata develop the mathematical aspect of our brain, because it needs mathematical background. When the child grow up, we are lucky that 81 ethnic groups in Ethiopia are inhabited, so each ethnic has its own tales to tell for the childhood, in terms of teaching ethics, for example, in terms of to be friendly for environment. For example, if a father wants his child to be brave, he is telling about how the lion is brave. And if father wants his child to be wise enough and brilliant, he is telling the activity of apes, how they are brilliant in cheating. So through telling tales, our forefathers and grandfathers and fathers, they are transferring knowledge, this intangible part of our knowledge. So we have selected few of these from different ethnic groups, and we displayed them accompanied by some of my pictures. Then, before the introduction of modern education, disseminating knowledge was shouldered by religious institution like Ethiopian Orthodox Church, like mosques. So in this part of our display, we are showing that this is the Holy Quran, written in hand, prepared by our forefathers. The ink, everything is prepared by hand before the introduction of printing materials. This is also made a book made of skin, Brahma, and this before the invention of blackboard and before the introduction of blackboard to Ethiopia, our forefathers, they just shaped this wooden box and they use as a blackboard. They just write one paragraph from Quran and they memorize by heart, and after they spell this in front of their teachers, if they are really sufficient enough, they will erase and try to write another paragraph. So this was a teaching medium. This we call it luh. So when the child grow and when he become 18 years, 18 years is very significant in human life, particularly in modern society. If you are 18 years, you are entitled, you are eligible to be elected and to elect as well. And this is a time when you are wishing to have your partner as well. So in this age, we represent this age by hammer in this part of Ethiopia. When hammer, he reached 18 years old, there is a traditional ball jumping. This is an accepted norm in this particular society, accompanied by his friends. 30-40 bulls are line up, and he have to successfully jump. Successfully jumping is showing, expressing that his manhood. He's already manhood. So there are potential wives, potential girlfriends. So this is a big social event in the hammer. We all represent by hammer, but in many of Ethiopian society we encounter.
As it is, as you have already seen, the structure is, then the first floor is more or less representing the culture through rites of passage from birth to death, and interfacing and interacting with different cultures of the country. We give you one and then you have to think of the other cultures. Say like we give you birth of one culture and then you have to do research and look for more information about the practice of different cultures. We give you marriage ceremony of one and then you have to think of the others. That way you're sort of swimming through different cultures of the country. The space is not enough to justify the richness of the country, but at least it's I call it as an appetizer, a starting point for whoever wants to know the country.